I'll see if I can get this thing started while holding onto the camera, which might be kind of difficult because it almost takes two hands to run the choke and push the push button. Let's see. We're in gear. We're in neutral now. Okay. Pull out my ignition switch. I always still pushing the clutch for safety. Just in case if it would be in gear, it won't just take off. At least I'm on it, I guess. Let's see. Push that out of the way. Get the choke out. I'm going to set this down, I think. Pretty good, as you can say. I don't mean to brag, but I think I did a pretty good job. There is about 60 pounds of oil pressure. Wide open going down the road to fifth gear, it's about 75. I think she sounds pretty good. Get off of here. Kind of hissing a little bit because I don't have that intake tube going from the breather to the carburetor. I got to get new hoses for that. Got to get new hoses to put over top of the tube and the carburetor and the breather in the tube. I wish I could kind of give it more throttle, but that throttle keeps wanting to slip down. I need to replace that. You guys know. Let me see if I can find a casting. Here, this is the clearest one. See how that says 5290 on it? That means March 29, 45. International has this casting letter system to where each letter means a different gear. And my dad has an A and a B. And they have a P on it, and they're 46. And my M's a 47, and it has a Q on it. So it just kind of goes down the alphabet with the years. They started back over in 55, I believe, with A. And there's a few letters they didn't use, but that's just a little bit of information on that if you were curious. I guess we can go down the road with it. Might as well. It's been sitting in the shed for a little while. Well, heck, it sat in the barn for 20 years until I got a hold of it. As you can tell, that's what my brakes do. That's why I got them locked together, so one would fall farther forward than the other. And my clutch is kind of leaning forward too, but I'll get springs for that and fix that. The brakes do work though. Well, I'm having trouble keeping enough throttle on this thing and holding the camera at the same time to drive. As you can tell, listen to how low idle has right now. I'll put it in second. Since I can't go as fast, well, I guess I can take it down the road a little bit. I really don't want to have to drive it so far in second gear. Sorry, I like to go fast. We're about out of time, I think, on my camera. I just got this camera, so I don't exactly know how